Ladies and gentlemen, this image that you are looking at came from a judge, okay, up in New York, and he has since resigned since this image has become public. So, this judge, who they're hiding his picture and everything, but I found his picture and I'll show that to you too. So, Judge resigns after posting image of noose and Trump slogan. And this came out in the New York Times, September 17th, 2019. Kyle R. Canning became a judge in the rural town of Altoona, New Jersey in January 2018. 6 weeks later, he posted an image of a noose in front of a black background on his Facebook page. And this is what it says: "If we want to make America great again, we will have to make evil people fear punishment again." Who got the noose the most in this country? So he's calling us evil. He got some damn nerve. So let's go on. The post shouted in large white letters at the top of the image. The post was brought to the attention of the State Commission on Judicial Conduct in June. After an investigation into the matter was opened, Mr. Canning stepped down. By the order of the commission, he agreed to never be a judge again. Ladies and gentlemen, he's one of many judges sitting on the bench with these sorts of views. I'm wondering how many people in the Black community had to go before this judge. Seriously, how many had to go before him? This is why we never get a fair chance in any of these courts around the country, because they make sure they have plenty of people just like this Kyle R. Canning sitting on the bench. He's one of many across the country. So the investigation was closed by the commission last week and made public on Tuesday. Mr. Canning is not a lawyer. He delivers bread for a living. He said in an interview, having a legal background is not required for town judges in New York State, though some specialized training is necessary before ascending to the bench. Did you hear what I said? And this is not the only place, y'all. You know, because some of these rulings, I would listen to the way these judges would sound. They didn't even sound like a judge. Now I know why. So you can sit on the bench as a judge and you don't necessarily have to have a legal background at all. How many of you know this? If you know this, please put it in the comment section. You do not need to have any kind of legal background to sit on the bench in America as a judge. And this man did not have any kind of background. Just looking at the kind of stuff he posts, I believe it. I believe he had I believe this man was probably barely educated. So, though the image quoted a Trump slogan, "Make America Great Again," Mr. Canning, 29, said he did not read it that way when he publicly shared it on his Facebook page. He described himself as a registered Democrat and said he thought the post was supporting the death penalty. He knows what this was. Don't believe that, y'all. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. He know what that noose means. He knows what it means, and he knows damn well that that's not no death penalty. Okay, so he's trying to say, oh no, it wasn't that. It was, he didn't realize this. He's lying. He's lying. He knows exactly what that represents in this picture. All right, so let me just go on. He described himself as a registered Democrat and said he thought the post was supporting the death penalty and that he did not consider it racial connotations. I don't believe nothing he just said. I don't believe one word of it. There is not a man that I could despise more than Donald Trump, he said. Yeah, but you're using his slogan in this meme. So don't tell me he doesn't hate Donald Trump, y'all. He doesn't hate Donald Trump. This is why he used his words in this meme that you're looking at. He don't hate him. You don't use the words of people that you hate. Okay, so he goes on and says, the post was not racist. I am not a racist guy, he added. I see it as pro-death penalty, pro-capital punishment. Since when? Since when? This man is full of shit. It doesn't need to be a noose. It could have been a gas chamber. It could have been an electric chair. Yeah, but you didn't use those things. You used a noose. I don't want to hear that. So Altona is a town of about 2,900 people in northeastern New York, near the Canadian border. Its main employers are farms, the local school district, the Rainbow Banquet Hall, and a correctional facility. The nearest city is Plattsburgh, about 20 miles southeast. There are normally 2 justices in Altona who serve 4 years elected terms. Court is held on Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., according to the town's website. And it deals with a range of matters, including vehicle and traffic infractions and some criminal offenses. Mr. Canning said he ran for office at the request of a town supervisor because they needed a judge, and it didn't seem like anyone wanted to run. Like other towns' judges, he had 5 days of training in Albany before he started and then continuing education each year. He said he tried to be fair and impartial for everyone who came in front of him. Oh, this man is full of shit. Oh, he's full of it. Mr. Canning removed the image from Facebook in August 2018 after receiving a letter from the Judicial Commission questioning the complaint stated, but that was not enough. So he took it down. Okay, he didn't take it down until after he was questioned. Then he took the noose down. Oh boy. So, the commission agreed that the meme that he had up did have racial connotations to it. And this is so inappropriate for somebody that's a judge sitting on the bench to be posting something like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you who this man is, because, they wrote this article. I love how they throw shade on these people. They wrote this article without showing his face. This is the judge right here that posted that noose with Trump's slogan on it. Okay? And then insisting that he doesn't like Trump, but he used his slogan. See, I don't believe this guy. I think this man is full of shit, and anything he says, I would never believe. Okay. So he says at the end of this, in his resignation letter to the town supervisor, he said he felt a sense of despair and apologized for the inconvenience and hardship that I have imposed on my co-justice and the town of Altona. It does feel pretty terrible to have offended people, Mr. Canning said, and not have the ability to serve the town anymore. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could say there were no more Kyle R. Cannings sitting on the bench, but I would be lying to you if I said that. There are plenty like him, too many. And people like this is the reason why we will never see any fairness in any of these courts around this country. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.